here due to wind turbines, as we will demonstrate here.
Dang.
So, as you can see here, wind turbines are causing problems in our environment and world. Yes, they do help us a lot, but we need to stop and think. Is that enough?
Well, their most important role is that they take wind energy and turn it into electricity. When wind turns the blades on the windmill, it creates and harnesses wind energy. They use the kinetic energy from the wind and turn it into mechanical energy. When windmills turn up to 80 meters per second, they spin 20 times per minute. Windmills are the best way to harvest wind energy so far. Wind energy is good to use because wind is constantly replenishing. Windmills have been around for a very long time, about 2000 BC, but the different models of them have just gotten bigger and better. Now windmills have blades that are 116 feet long and has a height of 328 feet in total. They started being used in China. They just started with one or two being on a small farm, but now they have huge farms for windmills specifically. The very first wind turbine that was made in the United States was created by Daniel Holiday.
When the wind goes through the rotor blades, it turns, which puts the gearbox, neck keel, and generator to work. This is the tower and the power cables go to work. Wind energy does not cost us fossil fuels and or natural resources, unlike other ways that depend on things like coal.
Yeah. Whatever. On the other hand, these turbines only produce electricity when the wind is blowing. This is observed just like other utilities observe demand changes each day. So, there aren't any major changes in the power supply for the majority of users, unless, of course, it's very windy that day.
Dude, who cares?
Preach it, sister.
Windmills also give our community jobs. They employ engineers to build it and manage it. They also hire meteorologists, surveyors, assembly workers, lawyers, bankers, and technicians.
Okay, but the construction of these turbines will call for the transportation of heavy equipment. This can damage the area near the plant with all of the machines it requires. The construction may also cause erosion.
Windmills also keep our water clean, though.
Blah, blah, blah. The aesthetics and sound is also common. Nobody wants to see a giant wind farm when they look around. Wind turbines don't just bother people with looks. They are also very loud.
Lindsay, I was talking. As I was saying, they do not produce mercury that gets put into our lakes and streams, which pollutes them. They also conserve water sources, and that can be good because wind can't run out, water can.
You guys are overreacting. This is something that really matters. Other sources of electricity create pollution and other types of contamination. This contributes and leads to global climate change and acid rain. When you use wind energy / windmills, it is completely pollution-free or very close to it.
We're overreacting? I think that's you. Here's a real issue. Windmills kill birds and destroy oyster habitats. When the big blades swing, they can slice the birds or strike them down. Some windmills can be put in the ocean because there is nothing to block or reduce the wind flow. When they are built in the location, they can smash oyster habitats by the commotion and big machines, which will reduce the oyster population. They hurt our environment just as they go.
As you can see, many different people think many different things. Some people don't even think there's a problem, but we do. So here are some of our opinions.
In my opinion, I think that if the engineers that make windmills make them in really bright colors, then the birds would see them ahead of time. So the birds could fly out of the way and maybe reduce the killing of birds and endangered species. Birds aren't the smartest animals out there, so making them plain wouldn't be the best idea.
To me, the best thing that they could do is replace windmills with something else that would not harm the birds / environment. For example, we should replace the windmills with something like solar panels. That way we can keep the birds and our environment safe.
That's my calculations.
I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
You better be. Solar panels will cause a lot less harm. They don't have huge blades that would hit / kill the birds. They also are smaller and take up less space than windmills. It's also sunny more than it is windy.
Can I talk now?
Yes, thanks for asking.
According to my calculations, I think they should invent a sensor for birds, so when the windmills could tell the blade to stop the motor. Even if the windmill doesn't stop in time, it's enough time for the bird to dodge the blade, and it will reduce the killing of birds.
I think that to solve the problem, they should search for different ways to harvest wind energy without endangering animals. What did the birds ever do to the windmills? Windmills don't produce enough energy to pay for expenses it costs anyways. So if they do make a new way to get wind energy, they should also make it inexpensive to build. But it doesn't need to not be inexpensive with money. It also needs to not cost us beautiful parts of our world, because it's the only one we're going to get. Once something is gone, it's gone.
See, all of us have very different opinions.
We know that you loved our amazing homemade representation of what happens when a bird gets hit by a windmill, but we thought this would be a little more believable.
There are many pros to windmills, but in our opinion, the cons just overrule in many ways.
Yeah, they do. We hope that in the future, scientists will keep all the consequences in mind when they come up with new ways to harvest wind energy. So now that you've heard what we have to say, stop and think. Is that enough? What would be best for our environment?
Thank you.
Good job.